Smallest quadcopter, and it is awesome. It is just incredibly tiny. Here it is next to the former world's smallest, the Estes Proto X or MC4. You can see it's just a little bit smaller. I'm trying to get it lined up. So like motor to motor, it's just a little bit shorter. But like profile-wise, just height kind of all together, it looks a lot smaller. It kind of actually makes the Proto X look big in comparison. I don't know if that's really coming through on video quite as it does in person. This just looks so tiny. I don't know, it's just a very, very cool looking design. I think just the solid body and the kind of the low profile of it, short props, just gives it this really, really tiny appearance. Kind of looks like a nano phantom body design. And the props are a little bit shorter. You'll notice next to Proto X that's up there. So the props are much shorter, so it kind of sits lower, which looks cool. It gives it that nice low profile look, but it's also a bit annoying because you can't use props from other nano quads. The props for this are very specific to this, so if you tried to use replacements from some other quad, you'd have to cut the hub down a little bit, or you want to replace all four and then have taller props, which I don't know if that would work exactly right. Maybe it would fit a little bit looser on the shaft, taller like that. But I think it would work if you want to replace all four. You don't want to have just one that's taller than the others, because that would throw off. But you know, this is just a really nice quad. It's very stable. It's precise. It flies really well. It flips insanely tight. Super tight flips. It's got nice bright LEDs on it. Motor mount, which kind of they don't show up too great in my lights here, but they do show up quite well. Plenty bright to keep orientation, and plenty bright for night flying. I do wish they did different colored props, either front or back, whatever. The all white props gets a little bit confusing for orientation. Just kind of looking at it, like when you're taking off or whatever, but once you're flying and your lights are going, you're mainly looking at the lights. But I think it would have been cool to have, green props in the front. Of course, I'm also biased because I love green. And again, talking about green, the green color of this is just really nice, bright, cool look to it. It comes in a couple different other colors. It's got a blue, yellow, and orange. I think yellow actually doesn't exist. I think it's pink. I think there's blue, orange, and pink are the actual colors they came out with. And also you can see the design on the pictures here is obviously not what they ended up shipping with, where they had, the whole body, half of it was white, and they had different colored props. So obviously they changed the design since then. But there are 4 different colors to choose from, so you can pick a color you like. It comes with the same little transmitter that you get with like the Proto X or the Q4, though this does, you get 3 different rates from the left stick. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it on. So the left stick gives you 2, that's second rate, third rate, so 1, 2, and 3 rates. The light also changes here. Let me go ahead and sync it up so alright. And so now you can kind of see the LEDs glowing solid too. But the light here in the center there, you can maybe kind of see it's green now. And give it another click. Now that's second rates and then third rate. So it doesn't change between second and third rates. And then if you click the right stick, that turns on flip mode. And so it'll kind of beep and let you know that it's in flip mode. I think. It used to. There it goes. Not sure why it wasn't beeping. So it'll beep to let you know that it's waiting to flip, and then once you give your input, it'll flip once, and then flip mode turns back off. So basically a flip button, you just press it, do your flip, and you're done. So nice, good flip mode. You aren't constantly in flips. You don't have to slam the stick back and forth like you do with the Q4. So just really nice flips, great flying. Whoa, I just accidentally took off there. Let's go ahead and turn this off. So then it does, the sticks pull off like the original, and you can use those stick extensions that they make for the Proto X. So that helps with flying. I find the stick extensions make a big difference. And then you also got USB charging cable and a full set of spare props. And once again, these props are shorter than the others, so make sure if you've got a bunch of these nano quads that you keep them separate, and you'll want to remember that these are specifically for this quad. Let's see, it has a 100 milliamp hour built-in battery. It's over on the floor now, so I can't really show it to you. But the battery is built in. It doesn't have easy access like the Proto X where you can just kind of pop the canopy off. You would have to unscrew the whole frame to get to the battery. But it takes about 15 minutes to charge, and you get about 4.5 minute flights out of it. You can recalibrate it by holding the left stick to the down left position and the right stick to the upper left position, and that will recalibrate the accelerometer. You can't turn off the LEDs on this one in any way, and you can fly it with the WL Toys V252 Pro transmitter. Now remember, this is for the V252 Pro only. This is not the standard V252 or the 222. Those transmitters will not work. The V252 Pro transmitter is the only one that works. So you can use this if you want, a normal feeling transmitter. However, this transmitter only flips at 100% rates, and so when you're on 100%, you've always got flip mode on. So it's actually worse to do flips with this than it is with the stock transmitter. But if you want to just cruise around at like 60% rates and with a nice, more hobby grade styled transmitter with good sticks on it, you can use this transmitter with it. Let's see. Oh, and it has one yaw rate. Though it has 3 pitch rates, there's just one yaw rate throughout the 3 different rates. But the yaw rate is good and fast, plenty fast enough for indoor flying. And that's all I have to say about it, so let's go take it for a flight. Alright, this is the flight review of the Cheerson CX-10, the new world's smallest quadcopter. This thing is just so cool, I can't get enough of it. Alright, I'm using the stock transmitter. I just have the stick extensions on it. It makes it a little more precise and easier for a pincher. And we'll start out on low rates. It's a little touchy on the throttle at first. It's got a lot of zip in it right off the bat. But as you can see, it just flies really nice. I mean, that's low rates. Let's see. High rates, so the yaw stays the same. Whoa, come back. Whoop, upside down. Let's see, I'll stay on medium rates. Alright, let's try some flipping. Nice tight flips. Gives a bit of throttle before the flip, so make sure you're not too close to the ceiling when you start it. But just really good, stable flips. Whoa, almost hit the ceiling there. Trying to get it trimmed out a little bit. Alright, there's hands off. Pretty stable. Ooh. Little baby funnels. I don't know if it's just me, but this thing looks so much smaller than the Proto X. It's only slightly smaller, but it's just, I don't know, the appearance, it just seems super tiny. Alright, let's turn the lights off. See what these LEDs look like in the dark. So this isn't quite as bright as the other Nanos that have the headlights, but only having the LEDs on the motor pods makes it a little bit easier actually to see your orientation, because you don't get confused with the front headlights. You've just got one light on each motor. And they're plenty bright enough to see in the dark. Not super bright though. Do some night flipping. What happened there? I have no idea why it flew out of control there, but luckily it didn't get too hidden there. Alright, let's turn some lights back on. See if I collected any dust bunnies. Nope, no problem at all. Alright, well that's the Cheerson CX-10, world's new smallest quadcopter. This thing is so cool, and for $23 or whatever they cost, it's pretty much a no-brainer. Go buy it. Alright, well thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you next time.